Loving your quieter self. Intrusive thoughts of an introvert. Loving your quieter self isn't about becoming louder. It's about realizing that silence was never emptiness. For the longest time, you might have believed that being quiet meant being weak. That in a world full of rewards noise, you had to shout, you had to be seen. That only the fastest talkers, the most confident voices, the ones who never pause, get heard. So you tried. You tried to sound like them. You laughed louder, spoke faster, filled every silence before it became awkward. You tried to fit into the noise, but every time you did, something inside you dimmed a little. Maybe it started in school when teachers said you need to speak up more, or when your friends teased you, "Why are you so quiet?" And you didn't have an answer because how do you explain that your mind is never quiet? It's just internal thought. Maybe you were that kid who noticed everything, the cracks in someone's smile, the hesitation in their laughter, the stories behind people's silence. You were never weak. You were just observing a world that moves too fast to notice itself. The truth is, there's strength in softness, there's clarity in calm, and your quiet is in absence, it's awareness. You notice what others overlook, you feel what others rush past. You think deeply before you speak, and that's not hesitation, that's wisdom. Think about this. In meetings or group discussions, you might be the one who doesn't talk much. People assume you don't have ideas, but when you finally speak, your words have weight because you've been listening, processing, and understanding well. That's the beauty of quiet ones. When they finally speak, they move the room. Or maybe in friendships, when you're not the one who calls every day or sends constant updates, but when your friend is hurting, you are the one who shows up quietly with presence instead of performance. You don't need to say, "I care." They can feel it in your silence. That's love too, soft, still, and powerful. Loving your quieter self means forgiving yourself for all the times you said nothing, even when you had so much to say. For all the conversations where your heart raced but your mouth stayed shut. For all the moments when your truth stayed unspoken. Not because you didn't care, but because you were scared it wouldn't be received with the same depth you felt it. Forgive yourself. Your silence was never a mistake, it was protection. It also means understanding that peace doesn't need proof. You don't have to perform confidence for the world to believe you have it. You don't have to shout to be heard. You just have to speak from truth. Because the world never fully understands the language of calm. They might confuse stillness for indifference and quiet for invisibility. But one day you'll meet people who understand you even in your pauses, who won't rush to fill your silences. They'll listen between them. They'll notice how your eyes soften when you care, how your smile carries more meaning than words, how your silence isn't empty. It's full of empathy, and when that happens, you'll realize you never needed to be louder. You just needed to be heard by the right people. Until then, love your stillness, love your mornings, love your thoughtful nights, love your slow responses, and your gentle energy. Because sometimes the most beautiful sound in the world is your silence, at peace with itself. You don't have to be loud to be seen, you just have to be you.